Hello, my name is Michelle and this is the 23rd of December. This is my FlossMas. This is actually the 23rd of December. I'm filming it on the morning of the 23rd of December because I finished work yesterday. Yay! And then I came home, I literally laid on the sofa and I put a blanket over my head. And I stayed there for like 2 hours. And then we had to go and do the Christmas shopping. So we went down to the supermarkets about 8 o'clock at night and it was lovely and quiet. There was still enough stock about. Chris had got the veg earlier in the day because that did look a little barren. But yeah, we got everything we needed to do. So well, I was going to say we're all ready, but that is so far from the truth. It's just not even sensible. And yeah, I had a bit of a lie-in this morning, and so I'm filming now. There we go. Right, let's have a look and see what we have got. We are on to day 23. Now you'd think, with most of the doors being open, there it is, it would be easy to find. So, what is she doing now? It's either a very tiny child or a massive basket. So, let's hold it there. There is a child here making like a basket display with a candle, but the whole thing's as big as her, so she's either like a borrower or that basket's huge. Don't know. The Home for Captured Children continues to intrigue us. I'm going to show you a little bit of the stitching. I did a very, very small amount of stitching last night, which is about probably the first bit of stitching I've done in the last couple of days. So I worked a little bit, and I've done another classic, which is actually to leave the needle literally poking through the cloth. Let's just finish that stitch. There we go. And I worked a little bit on my Here in the Woods on the deer. Now actually, even though the light isn't that great today, that is probably the best I've seen this fabric show up as to what the colour it actually is. So yeah, I started to fill in his sort of slightly thicker antler there whilst watching the Gavin and Stacey rerun from a couple of years ago, the Christmas one. It was really good. It was really good. We've been watching, I've also been watching Wednesday. If you're not watching Wednesday, then you should be. Jenna Ortega is amazing in that. So let's try and get it. There we go, that's a bit better, and it's a good colour as well. And I'll show you the rest of it. I am hoping to get this finished over Christmas, this panel. And then I know I've got one complete panel. I'm still planning to frame them all in one big frame. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount them individually rather than sew them together, because I'm a little bit, I don't want to have a seam showing underneath. So I'm going to mount them individually on 4 pieces of board, and then I'm going to put the 4 pieces of board into a frame. That is the plan anyway. We shall see. We shall see if that comes off. So I've got to do a little bit more stitching. The last day of term was good. It was good. It was just all about trying to finish off all those last little bits though. And I do still have probably an hour to do a bit later on, just of emails that I need to send, and just if I don't do them now, I'll forget about them. That is the issue. Pass finishes. I've got a couple of little pass finishes. One is a little Stone Street Stitchworks piece, which was a freebie, and actually their chart is the freebie that I've picked today. So I know I've done quite a lot of Christmassy charts, and I thought, well, let's do something a little bit different today. So this is Flowers in a Window. So it's their beautiful design, sort of based on that sort of hexagon, octagon, I can't bother to count the number of sides. Ooh, a van's just pulled up. Interesting. Very interesting, because I know that my bag from Fox and Rabbit has landed and cleared customs, but we have got 2 postal strikes today and tomorrow, so I'm not sure I'm going to get it before Christmas. So yeah, that one. I will put the link down below. And Stone Street Stitchworks basically, oh, there go the dogs. Never mind. So the high-pitched bark you can hear is my mum's small dog, and the big woof is Albus. I'll put the link up, and you'll find that both of them appear on the same kind of page on Stone Street Stitchworks. Let me just pause a second. All is calm, I think. Right, let's have a look in number 23, and then I've got a little bit of, oh, it's put me off totally. Let's do this first, 23, and then I'll do my other past finishes. Ooh, it's wrapped. What have we got? What have we got? Fragrance Society, Poppy Peony, Pearl Barley, Hand and Nail Cream. Well, I have to admit, I stand next to no chance of actually being able to smell this at the minute. Oh, I can smell it. Oh, it's quite nice. Nice. Another one to just pop into the bag. Very handy. Right, sorry, before I rudely interrupted myself. Back to previous stitches. Now, you've probably seen these two previous stitches lots this time, but I haven't shown them in my kind of review of the year that I've been doing. So the first is this one, which is the Snowflower Diaries Corgi Love, and this one. This was a little thing that I charted. It's just got doggo on it. There we go. A little thing that I charted and is available on my Instagram. Okay, so if you're looking for the chart for this, you'll have to scroll back through my Instagram and you'll find it as a picture on my Instagram, basically. So this was done for the Platinum Jubilee, but then I finished this one as I was watching the funeral, so I put black on the back, just to help me reminder that I actually did it, or finished it during the funeral. So there we go. There's those two. And I was lucky enough to receive a little bit of stitchy kindness, and with my stitchy kindness goes a little bit of embarrassment as well. I received a lovely Christmas parcel from Christina from Whilst Iris Naps, and we have, you know, we swap Christmas things and birthday things, but I had to admit to her that hers is going to have to be a New Year gift. I have to say, this postal strike has just thrown me completely, because there are days that I've thought, oh, I need to go and take that to the post office. Now, the post office, for those of you who don't know, the post office and Royal Mail are two separate things. So even if the Royal Mail has been on strike, the post offices have been open. But the knock-on effect that it has is that everybody still keeps posting things, and then it sits in a backlog, and you know, it arrives when it arrives. But there's a few things I've thought, I just don't want them sitting in a backlog. So I've sort of decided not to post things, and then when I want to post them, I either haven't got the time to go to the post office, or anyway, just stupid life admin stuff. So I suddenly realised, I was like, oh, I've just run out of time to send Christina's thing. So Christina, you will be getting a lovely New Year gift. My apologies. You're not the only one I've cocked up, I have to say. So she sent me this lovely card with a Christmas pudding on it. Now, if you know Christina, Christina has a Christmas pudding tree. So it's no surprise to me that this is a Christmas pudding. And it's just got a nice note inside, and it's got the instructions about how to make a Christmas pudding as well. So maybe next year, Christina, I will actually have a go. She also sent me a couple of lovely little bits and bobs. Now, I have looked through this and I can't find where they came from, because I'm sure you're probably going to ask me, but there's nothing I can see that says where they came from. So if Christina lets me know, then I will let you know. So she sent me these lovely counting pins. There we go. Which have got a snowflake charm on them. And let's pop those down there. And a little charm and a needle threader. Now the needle threader I think was originally on the scissor fob, but I think I'm going to put the needle threader on the little charm. But look at that, isn't that beautiful? I'm going to find myself some scissors to put that onto. Has that got a link on the bottom? Yeah, that's a solid one. So beautiful, beautiful. And she also sent me her new chart. Now I'm going to get my finish of her previous chart and put them together, and then we'll know what the story behind it is. Now I stupidly moved the camera then as well, because it was behind the camera. So 2 or 3 years ago, Christina released this beautiful little drum which says "All is calm" on it. And so this year she has released, and she printed it out and sent it to me on lovely paper, Christina. I'm going to need to know where you got that paper from. Oh, come on. There we go. All is bright. So, that is the big drum. She knows I like a big drum. My big Stilton drum that I made is sat behind there. So this is a big drum, but it's going to look fabulous with this one. Now, I notice on the top that there are some of the same pins. So does it say in here where the pins came from? Let's just have a quick look. Not that I can see. Not that I can see. There is 2 versions of the pattern, a larger version and a smaller version. And she gives you, let's do, really, really great finishing instructions. Really great. Now, Christina, the other thing I have to say is I am very envious of your nail polish. And that thumb that keeps appearing in all your pictures. It's perfect. It's perfect. As someone who kind of struggles with stick of the dump hands, when I see somebody with nice hands and nice nails, I'm always very jealous. So thank you very much for that, Christina, and yours will follow in 2023. It's crap, isn't it? I'm a bit crap. Right. Number 23. Let's see what's in number 23. I'm sad. This makes me sad that there's only one envelope left. There's only one envelope left. But what I've got to do next, I'm just about to go downstairs, get the ironing board out and wrap all the presents. Very easy to wrap on an ironing board. Tropical Paradise. What a lovely colour that is. Perfect name. It could be quite a wintry colour as well. Could be quite a wintry colour. I absolutely love this colour in conjunction with red. That's one of my favourite colour combinations, like a turquoise and a red. Right. I will see you tomorrow for the very, very last FlossMas of the year. Stay classy, stitchers.